Hello from TeenYatDragon.com. This is Ji Sifu from the internet, and today we'll be talking about the Taoist magic and how we do exorcism. So this very important topic is about ghosts and spiritual possession. So when we talk about exorcism, okay, so usually people will imagine or visualize those ceremonies or rituals on the TV shows, where someone got possessed and got out of control. No one can pin them down on the ground, and then they went like screaming, yelling, doing all kinds of crazy things out of control. And then usually it takes a lot of effort to push them down and suppress the situation and such like that. Now, this kind of situation, when you see people are doing these magic or ritual or whatever, okay, when you see the situation is getting more and more violent, meaning that, okay, this is a very commonly seen situation, okay? Someone was called to the location to fix this problem. Someone got out of control, okay? So they're screaming, doing all kinds of crazy things and such like that. Now this person who's supposed to help went into the situation and he started doing his stuff. And then you see this victim, okay, the person that got possessed, they start acting more and more violent, screaming, yelling, trying to like fight back and maybe even physically, doing that kind of stuff, struggling. If you see that happen, it means that the person doing the magic is not helping but making it worse. But most people think automatically that, hey, this is working. They're fighting. They're just trying to come to a point and see who will win. But that is not true, because when this thing inside the body can get more and more violent, it means that the situation is actually getting worse and not better. When you try to neutralize this threat, this energy inside the spirits or whatever you want to call that, okay, that thing, if you use the right method, this thing inside is supposed to quiet down, calm down, and not be able to move again. Or at least the violent action and the physical stuff is going to get reduced. So if you see that kind of situation going on, that it's not working. It's not the right kind of stuff you should be doing to this situation. Now, in this video, I want to talk about the different stages of ghost or spiritual possession so that you will understand how this thing works. And then in our next video, we'll talk about how to prevent or deal with these things, okay? Now, this subject of exorcism in Taoism or Taoist magic, at least in our lineage, okay, Saam Law Sun Gung that we're doing, we are specialized in dealing with spiritual issues, such as this kind of stuff. So if you have problems, we can help you even doing it by distance. We don't need to see or travel there to help someone, because magic is not limited by any distance. So if you have this kind of issue, spiritual issue, you can always email us for help. Now here we go. We'll be digging into the subject of this ghost and spiritual possession. So basically, let us make this very easy by explaining the energy property of this thing versus your energy body. First of all, this spirit thing, okay, the spirit, the ghost, whatever you want to call that thing that will possess someone, you can imagine, or let us color code these things. They are the black energy type, okay? Now let's just categorize them, okay? And what are these black property energies? These black stuff, they have the property of sucking up light, okay? They absorb the white. They absorb, they break down They will move, they push us. They're like wind, and they're like energy, air, gas. They're formless. You cannot see it. But what they do is they will suck in light. Now, what is light? Let us color code the light to be white. Okay? White. Anything you can see, anything that has essence in them, meaning that they have energies in them, like things that are done and formed, something created, something like that. Or it can be your essence, your resources, that kind of stuff. Okay? So imagine this blender. Okay? The blender inside is full of this black energy property. When you put anything, any matter inside the blender and press the button, okay, there will be energy like this spinning and destroying things inside. Now, naturally, every human being also have black and white energies. Look at your body. You can see it from your body right here too. The white right here, okay, you see, you think, talk, nice, right? Now you put things inside your mouth and it enters your black. Now the black side of you right here, okay, when it reach here, it start to digest stuff, break down the light, okay? So like when you put food inside, right here, it destroys the food and push it out of your body. Now, black is not always bad. Black can be good too, okay? But the spirit side, like the ghosts or whatever you want to call those, like that stuff is the bad kind of black stuff, okay? They're here to destroy you, not to help you digest your food, okay? So, what is ghost or spiritual possession? First of all, you have to imagine yourself is like a ball, okay? Go like that. Basically, just, rotate around. Imagine that you're a sphere, a ball, okay? Now, the only entrance of this ball is from right here above your head, okay? So it comes down from the top into here. And then when it reaches right here where your heart is, right between the two nipple, okay, right here, this point. When it goes through this point, it has passed your 1/3 right here. And then here's the center, and once it reaches here, it goes downward, and this is the bottom of that sphere. So your sphere, you have you have 3 different types of energy here. The white energy is right here, okay? Your black energy is from right here and down. And right here in the center is the yellow energy. The yellow energy is your heart, where it is sort of like your feeling, senses, your feeling toward things, okay? Right here, the white energy is all your memories, your thinking, your wisdom, your stuff that is stored and waiting to be used later on, okay? Things that you can retrieve. Now, the black energy here is actually your internal energy. It helps you to motivate you and want to do things and push you to move. So naturally, your energy body, okay, with this most basic layout right here, naturally, the white, the black, the yellow energy, they are good stuff, okay? They're needed and part of you. They're like part of life, okay? But when this spirit thing, this spiritual blackie came over and wanted to contaminate or want to invade your body, what happened is this thing comes to you and swallows you, or it will dig into your body and contaminate. So let's talk about the different stages of this possession and how it can happen. Now imagine you're that ball, okay? You're this ball with the 3 parts. Okay, the only way to enter you, to possess you, is to have this thing go into your system from the top and down and down and down, and you're fully done, okay? Now, This black thing is not like it's not like a solid object. They're like energies, okay? It's like gas. It swallows you up. So this thing, this ghosts or spirits, whatever, first of all, they cannot enter you right away. Because you, as a human being, also have your own energy field, and you're like protected to a certain level, okay, against these things. Now what happened is your body is glowing light. As in, like, imagine, okay, white light glowing outside, okay. Now when you're awake and energized, the light just shines out, okay. Now these blackies, spirits, they have the property of sucking up light. They're like absorbent, okay. They are purely a form that absorbs things. So when you are here and the stuff is around you, okay, imagine that the spirit is right here. Even the spirit is staying beside you. It will start to suck in your light. It's like this, okay? You have a ice right here, a cube, ice cube. When you stand beside it, this thing will neutralize your body heat. It makes you cold. But this thing is not just like, oh, when I touch it, I feel cold. This one is, when it's around you, it starts to slowly absorb your outer layer energy. And these energy gets sucked into the thing. Okay? Keep getting sucked in there. Okay? So the more light you lose, the more energy outside that you lose, you feel what? You feel tired. You feel drained. You feel hopeless. You feel not energetic. You feel just dark, gloomy. It feels like everything is enclosed on you. Okay? Something's around you giving you pressure. This thing around you, it's like that. It gives you that kind of vibe around it. So the spirit thing, it just staying around, will start to suck up your light. Now, light is not like, oh, the light out there, the light from the light bulb. It's not like that. There are lots of things in life that is a form of light, such as your success, happiness, all these good stuff that will happen in your life is also categorized as light. So let's say you have a relationship with like a girlfriend, a friend, business partner, something like that. There's this energy going on between you and the other person, and that is also a form of light. So because it's going good, right? So yeah, there's light there. Now the spirit beside you can automatically suck up the light, and meaning that you will have your relationship going downward. You will have issues talking with people, business not doing well, stuff like that. Everything around you will start to collapse. Now, I'm not saying that all the spirits around the world will do that to you, but most of the time they will. The problem is because some spirits, they will help you, like help, okay, by trapping you into some kind of illusionary good luck, by helping you to suck up the light from other people and dump it on you. Some spirits will do that, okay? So it makes you think that, oh, they're good stuff, but in fact, they are just staying around to suck up your friend's energy. That is a form of luck stealing, stealing the energy from people around you instead of from you. And then they give you a commission like that, okay? So that one thing that some spirits will do, especially the what they call the ghost servants, that kind of stuff. Okay, anyway, back to the ghost possession, the bad stuff that will harm people. Now, this thing, okay, staying around you, it's not processing you yet. You will already feel the impact right away. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. You feel something's wrong. Something bad is going to happen. Your senses, like your sensor, start to trigger up, and then you feel not right. You feel negative. You feel things going downhill, stuff like that. It just make your life so hopeless and gloomy and not happy, okay? Now, this thing, when it starts to enter you, the scary part will come in. Now, look, observe the different symptoms and you'll realize what happened, okay? First of all, this thing has to jump up right here, okay? right here. Okay, right above my head. Okay, now it's coming in to my top portion of my energy body. It must come in from the top because there's only one entrance. Okay, the back is sealed up. So the top, when it enters the top, you will first encounter a lot of weird thoughts. Okay, the first thing is a lot of weird thoughts. Maybe it will trigger up some memory or subconscious memory, or it can steal that information and then start to be pretending someone you know. You will be sensing, oh, maybe my grandmother came back, something like that kind of stuff. Okay, it just because all your memories are staying at the top right here, okay, waiting to be retrieved. Now, these energy, when they got contaminated, they mix with the energy of the spirit, and you don't look at spirits like they're one person. You look at the spirit like they're a bunch of gas. They're like energies, so they stick on to your memories and can become anyone in your head. So, like, let's say if your mind is full of Superman, they can become your Superman. If your mind is full of whatever, like Mario, they can't become Mario, okay? So, this kind of form, they will start to trigger memory, and then when it goes down more, you will start to hear voices. You will be like voices in the head. Usually it's from the back or right here, something like that, okay? And then the more severe you get, you start to see it. Okay, the first you start to hear, and then like voices, and then you see visuals. Now visuals, it depends. Okay, if you can close your eyes and you see that visual of the whatever crap is harming you. Okay, if you close your eyes and see it, it's not as bad as when you open your eyes and you see it. If you can open your eyes and you see that thing, it means that you're pretty screwed. Okay. If you are close your eyes like this and you can see it, but when you open your eyes you don't see it, okay, that is still not that bad, okay? But it's very bad already anyway. So yeah, you can see the severe level. Now, when you start getting more and more contaminated on the top portion, as you can see, our mouth is right here, and our nose is here. So it affects your breathing patterns, and it affects your speech, your thinking, your logic, right here. Like you start to think weird. You don't feel, you think weird, okay? On the logic, the head, the brain works. Now, everyone talking to you and stuff like that, you will be hearing people talking, and then your mind will think about weird things. Oh, maybe he is harming me. Maybe he's going to betray me. You have lots of suspicions on people. Like, everyone around you is bad. Everyone around you is bad person. Everyone, like, you sort of get paranoid, and you start to think about this and that, and then, like that kind of stuff. While people are not really that bad around you. Now, this thing is just contaminating your brain. Okay, so when this thing starts to go downward and into right this spot, okay, over the neck and right into here. Now, this is what you call the heart. Okay, the energy heart. This is where your true feeling of love is, and where your people call this the intuition kind of stuff. Like sometimes your mind or your heart just knows what to do. Okay, for example, one day, okay, you wake up and then suddenly your mind say, okay, not here. Your mind have the urge to do a tweet on Twitter, okay? Or I just want to type something on Facebook, something like that. Suddenly, you have this urge, and this is the heart that push you to tells you what to do, okay? This is the heart feeling. Oh, what do you want to eat? I don't know. Okay, this one. See, you don't even process. You just, and then you feel. This is where the heart feeling goes. So when this part gets contaminated by the evil spirit or ghost, whatever it is, okay, your feeling, your heart start to act up, and you will lose your consciousness. It makes you go crazy. You can faint. You can be acting not like yourself. It just gets so weird, and your speech, your hearing, you feel like you're spaced out. Everything is not under control. Now, when this is taken over, then it is very much like it's like your computer is being hacked. Okay, you look at the screen and everything just you don't know what happened, but it just and then you feel like you're in a half control mode, or you're like sitting at the back and looking at things moving. It's like you're not yourself. Okay, feels like you're a zombie, or you're like Walking Dead. Okay, you feel not yourself anymore. Now the other people look at you when this is contaminated. It makes people feel that you're not you, but while you think that you're still you, it's a very confusing state. And this, you start to lose the feeling of, oh, who am I? Why am I here? And then you start to think all the weird stuff. Okay, this is what happened. Now, when this thing is fully taken over, you lose yourself. Why? Because it goes to here, the lower part of your energy body. Now, this is the part where your top portion got conquered already. Now, when that happened, you're fully being possessed, meaning that your action, your behavior, your thinking, everything is being taken over. And at that stage, you feel like you're spaced out somewhere. You're like being locked in a black space, or you're being locked in a dream world kind of feeling, like when you're possessed. Okay, other people see you're moving and they're speaking in tongues and kind of stuff. Okay, but you, like the real you, will feel that you're in a black space, or you just got into a blackout stage, or you will feel that you're inside a dream fantasy kind of dimension, like when you're dreaming, but you just somehow got locked and packed there. Okay, you cannot go out. Like, you don't know why you're floating there and stuff like that. Okay, it feels like that. Or sometimes you'll feel trapped inside something and just keep repeating the loop right there. Okay, now when this lower portion is being taken over, you really cannot control your action anymore, because the thing is totally in control right now. So your body is living, but your whole thing, your physical, mental, everything is done. Okay, you're 100% gone. And people look at you, you act like crazy. You act like people just want to shut you down and stuff like that. Okay, so, and if that happens, okay, you will, your body, physical body, will fight very violently, because this portion right here, the black energy of your spiritual energy body, okay, this thing is all about the inner power. So you will have a lot of crazy power, crazy physical strength and stuff like that. And a lot of people cannot control you, because your inner power is leaking. It's like a balloon with a lot of air pressure inside. Okay, imagine this is a high pressure air tank or air balloon, something like that. Okay, you have like 7,000 psi of lots of air inside. Okay, now all of a sudden, because your thing is bleeding, it's like all that pressure goes quickly depletes, and what happened is your action becomes super powered. But then after your superpower, after all that movement, what happened is you feel like you're an air tank that just got drained out. And it makes you totally 100% drained, because all your inner power is gone. And that is why after a possession, you see people are like that. Because this is done. You got conquered. Everything is swallowed up by this evil thing. And that is why you feel like that. Now, there are people who believe that God or deities will possess people and then, get into mediumship. Well, all that stuff is bullshit, because there's no good stuff that will take over your body. Even in this world, there's no human being that will take over your house for some good reason. You don't welcome them into your body. There's no way to do it. And basically, in the spiritual world, nothing good possesses people. That is the truth. You do not welcome in anything that will take over your body and act for you, because you're you. Okay, anything that enters the body and take over your body, and then when they're gone, you feel like, like that, it means that that thing that got into you is evil crap. So you need to bust these things, or know that this is not right. This is not good. And a lot of religious stuff out there think that, oh, this is good stuff. You get to be possessed and you feel like God and all that superpower inside you. You know what? This is not superpower. This is like you yourself as like an air tank inside with a lot of pressure. Your inner power is stored inside. And what is this inner power for? This inner power is usually for everyday use. Like we need the power to survive in life, to digest food, to do work, motivate ourselves to move on in life, to execute actions with our body. That's why we need to keep the pressure inside to stay healthy. And all this pressure inside keeps your organs running. So what happened? When you get possessed, all these things, because you see, this thing is black, right? This spirit, okay, is black. So you imagine your body, this energy body, okay? The top part is white. Now here is a plug, okay? Yellow plug. Here is black, okay? From time to time, the yellow will open up a door and let the white drop down, and the black swallows it and digests it, and you get your power. Now, this is the normal kind of thing, okay? Now, but when spiritual possession is in action, your white right here is being possessed first. So by the time when they're done possessing here and into your heart level, it means that your white is mostly screwed up. It's more like the whole thing became ink water already instead of milk. And the whole top portion is pretty much screwed or conquered or gone. Now this, when got conquered, you lose that lock where it keeps the gas or the energy inside the bottom portion. So when this is gone, okay, it's like the air tank, but you lost the regulator or the cap or whatever you want to call that, the thing that locks the air from coming up. Usually it's like, oh, I need air, and then you go, and then you close it when you don't need it, right? Now this thing is like, oh, they busted the cap already, and now all the air goes. So the more energy is inside you, okay, that you got stored inside you. When this spiritual possession happened to this last stage, where it takes over here, okay, and into the lower portion. Now, when that happened, your body feels like a super high pressure air tank unleashing all that stuff, and people think that is the superpower. Ooh, like all of a sudden I can do so much cool things and jump over the roof. Okay, well, yeah, instantly you feel like Superman, but at the same time, okay, you don't have much control for yourself. It's the other people around you who will be like, oh, wow, okay, but when you're done, you're done. Because all your inner power is emptied out, and then the thing is gone after swallowing you. Okay, when they're done eating all the stuff inside, it's like bacteria. When they're done eating up your organs, they go. So where did it go? The spirit go away to somewhere else and wait for you to refill. So when you feel like, oh, like this, okay, you go to eat, you go to sleep, you go to do your work, and then, you know what, when you're filled up again, they come in again. And then the more they come back, the easier it is for them to find the same path and get into you, and then here, and then here. So there are people who got possessed out of the blue. They don't want to be possessed, okay? It's just like something haunted them or attacked them, something like that, and suddenly they got possessed. Now this kind of possession is easy to cure, okay? Because usually this is like, oh, I don't want it, okay? They don't want to be attacked. They just got picked on, okay, by this evil spirit somehow. Now this type of possession, when they got picked on and got harmed, is easy to deal with because they don't want to be possessed, and usually it's the first time or second time only, okay? So you can pretty much help them to protect the body and sealed up the body and the thing won't come again. But some people, they go into some kind of cultivation, training, something like that, and they intentionally want to be possessed, and that is purely stupid, because it's like, oh, come on, eat me. And then they just want that moment to feel like they're God, or they're like superpower hero or something like that, and then they will do it again next time. You know what? The more you do, the more this thing take control over you and your life, and then everyone around you, and everything will be pretty much screwed. Because these things are like, they are control freaks. And you see some religions that promote the possession practice. They are very, very much like control freaks too. They want everyone to be controlled and listen to these possessed mediums. And they're what? They're nothing but became a slave of this spiritual crap. And this thing is bringing tons of harm to the person, being the medium, and also the people around them all the time. And you know what? This medium thing, okay, the more they go in and out, in and out. Every time when they go out, you see the medium go, ugh, like, oh, totally drained out. They won't be like possessed, and they go, ah, oh, so nice, like, wow, what a nice day. No, it's not like that. Every time you see people get possessed, those medium, when the thing go away, they feel like totally, ugh, and they go, ugh. That is because the thing is, it's just done swallowing all your inner power. And that's why you need to go refill. Eat, do things, whatever. Refill yourself, sleep, and then tomorrow they can come again. See, you became their food. It's pretty stupid, right? So you don't get control for yourself, and you allow these things to keep coming in and screw you up. It's pretty bad. So basically, there are two different types of victims or people who get possessed by spirit. One type is they don't want to get possessed and they got attacked. The second type is they want to, and then eventually they get possessed and then they get addicted to the thing. So that's basically how it works. And now that you know how our spiritual energy body works, okay, the white, yellow, and black energy, you know how the spirit can come in and do harm to different things or different parts of your body and give you different kinds of damages or influence. Okay, so you know that there's this theory. It's like medicine. You need to understand how our organs works in order to understand medicine, because you need to know how food poisoning and stuff will, contaminate here, contaminate, and the flow, okay, of this body, okay, and then when the thing go to here, you will have this issue. When it go to here, it have this issue, right? That is medical knowledge. Now in magic, Taoist magic, exorcism, we also have a lot of knowledge. It's not like, oh, instinct, I understand. No way. This is solid knowledge. You need to understand the energy body of a human being or any living being and how it works. There are energy bodies in human being, in your house, in objects, and we need to understand the structure in order to deal with these spiritual cases, and also understand what kind of energy to output. You don't always output the same kind of stuff to deal with these spirits. Sometimes you output the wrong energy and you end up empowering them instead of harming them. So you need to understand what you're doing as a Taoist or exorcist, whatever you want to call it, okay, that ghostbuster, in order to deal with spirits. When spirits take over a human being, you do not hit and like physically punch whatever the person. Okay, there are people where I see, okay, exorcism, come on, this guy got possessed, and then you see the exorcist come in, and then they start hitting the guy like they're really fighting the person. That is stupid. Okay, you don't do that. The spirits don't get hurt, because the spirit is not the physical person and they don't feel pain. So the more you hit them, there's nothing done on it. So yeah, spiritual possession is like this. Okay, and in the next video, we'll talk about how we, the Saam Law Sun Gung, the magic we teach, deal with spiritual possession and how you can learn this thing to protect yourself. If you encounter this spiritual possession or close encounter kind of situation, how can you protect yourself, protect your family and stuff like that with the magic of our lineage? So we'll talk about that in the next video. Hope you like it. And if you are facing a case right now, being harmed by these stuff right now, you can always contact us by email and we can help you by distance. There's no need to come or travel, whatever. We can help you by distance and solve the case. So there you go. Hope you like it. We'll see you next time. And remember to subscribe, like, share the video. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.